are live. What is up, ATG fam? Welcome back with another episode Against the Grain Custom on YouTube. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff I say every now and then. I'm happy to say that we made it to episode 85. That's such a big accomplishment. It's been such a fun journey. Everyone who's been sharing my videos, giving me feedback, thank you guys. Even the positive criticism, I appreciate you guys. The ones that are closest to me, they're like, hey, you say like way too much. I'm like, damn, like that sucks. Just kidding. But I got a very special guest today, guys. I'm gonna turn my mic down a little bit. I know this guy all the way from back in high school. We wrestled with each other for a little bit. Went through some battles, did some wrestling camps, some fun overnight wrestling camps. He was also a paratrooper in the military, and he is the owner or founder of an outdoor. He's an outdoor content creator that's called Rippin' Lips Taking Dips Outdoors. If you guys don't know, give him a follow. I'll drop his Instagram handle on the bio. If you guys like outdoor content, this guy does everything, literally. So if you guys want to do that, go check it out. I'm going to waste no further time in introducing my guest, Dustin Jaramillo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's good, bro?
Nah, not much, bro. Pretty good, dude. Appreciate you having me on the podcast, bro.
Heck yeah, man. First pod ever, right?
Yeah, first dude, man. So hopefully I don't like mess it up or anything.
Nah, man, you're good. I mean, with all the content you do and stuff, it's just like hanging out with you, bro.
Yeah, just talking, you know what I mean?
I don't do good with like crowds, but like with podcasting, I just like forget the cameras.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like you got to get used to it. More practice you have on camera, talking to the camera or the mic, just the better you get at it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And dude, shout out to Zin, bro. This guy's getting some merch from Zin.
Zin, bro.
I mean, your channel's called Rippin' Lips Taking Dips, so I'm sure Zin be sending you some stuff, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see.
After this pod, hey, throw some logs my way too. I'll give you guys a shout out.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, but I wanted to start off kind of by how we knew each other. I mean, we both grew up in Belen.
Yeah, dude.
We went to Belen High School. Fun experience, total high school experience.
Oh yeah, dude.
It was a different era back then.
It was crazy, dude. Back then, like everybody was like, I feel like looking at the kids nowadays compared to like us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like maybe the older generation before us probably thought the same stuff.
Right.
But I felt like we were just more wild, you know.
For
maybe
sure.
I'm blind to like this new generation, but like I don't know. We did some crazy stuff back in high school, you know.
Yeah, we did, man. A lot of stuff was settled in the wrestling room that people don't talk about.
Oh yeah.
You know,
dude.
just shut the door, everyone close the curtains and just hash it out if you have a problem with someone.
Either there or the B, you know.
Yeah, there or the B. There was some pretty, dude, I had an old iPhone. I had so many fights recorded.
Yeah.
Of just fights after school at the B.
Oh, dude.
I could have had like my own YouTube channel, bro, like Street Beefs.
Yeah. I almost got in trouble one time. I ended up getting in a fight after school, and then like somebody was like ratting us out.
Yeah.
And I was wearing my Balloon football like sweater, but it was so grainy back then you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
So like the school resource office like pulled me in, was like trying to get me to like show my phone, but I was slick, dude. I took my SD card out, gave him my phone. He's like, "There's nothing on this." And
Nice.
Searched my bag, I put it in my pocket.
Back then, when all the teachers were old school, they didn't even know what iPhone was.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, there were some good times, man. Good times in the wrestling room, doing those wrestling camps. I don't know about you, but I took a lot into life after school, after wrestling and stuff like that.
If you can wrestle or do any sorts of like something that's like that hard, you can do anything in life. Like someone like the hardest like practice you ever have is going to be either wrestling or MMA or something like that. And it's just how it is. Like if you can get through like one practice and just keep going to the next and the next, like doesn't matter what it is, man. You can thrive through life no matter what it is, because you know that pain and like be able to push through those boundaries that you think you have in your brain.
Yeah.
And it just nothing stops you.
Yeah, man, that's so true. You tap into that. It's beyond like physical toughness, and it becomes mental. Like, not only are we having these hard endurance practices, but they have it like at 105 degrees in there.
Oh, it's so hot.
They would just keep adding stuff. So it was like one thing on top of the other. And then you're having to make weight, so you're also not eating as much. Yep. So you're hungry, you're overheated, and you're doing like 1,000 push-ups a day.
Yeah. And then like before you go wrestle or something, you're already like trying to cut the little half ounce, you know what I mean, that you have.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, dude, this shit sucks.
That's why I didn't want to, that's why I don't really like dip Copenhagen or anything like that, because I used to do that back in the day.
Yeah.
just to spit
Yep.
for wrestling, and it's like gives me PTSD, bro.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
I thought about throwing one in for the pod, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
You'd be all
Last thing I want is to get the spins. You'll be carrying the whole pod, bro. Be like, it's all right, Josh. Half the
it's all
podcast.
good, dude. Here, let me get a rag with some water. Like, dude, and Copenhagen is not even like the craziest stuff, dude. I remember I was in Iraq.
Yeah.
And like we had the Danish out there with us, and these dudes, I was at a dip. I had like one left, and I put it in, and I was like SOG, which is like Sergeant of the Guard.
Yeah.
Dudes who like I'm like in charge of like the towers around the base, like base security and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was like dropping dudes off at different towers, picking dudes up. You know what I mean? That was like my job right there for like that day.
Yeah.
And I was like talking to the Danish dudes. I was like, yeah, I'm out of Copenhagen. He was like, yo, bro, we got this like snuff stuff. You know what I mean? It was like Zen, but it was like 20 milligrams or even more.
Like just the pouches?
Yeah, it was the pouches, dude.
That you just put in your lip and that's it.
And I had to drive, and he tells me, he goes, don't drive the first time you take this. And I was like, nah, I dip like big old lips, bro, like horseshoes. And then he was like, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. And then like I'm like driving, and I put this thing in, and I'm like, whoo. I like pulled over, and I was like told one of my dudes, I was like, bro, you gotta drive. I was like sweaty, dude. And it was like 130 outside too, so it didn't even make it made it even worse.
That's
bro.
Crazy.
Like
so you went from like just normal to like over the top.
Yeah, dude, it was just ridiculous.
It's crazy in those other countries, huh? There's like less like FDA approvals, all that stuff.
And you got to be careful. Like I refuse to take anything from any other, like if it wasn't like a coalition soldier.
Yeah.
Because like those dudes I don't know what they put in their stuff, but I'm not touching any of that stuff, bro.
All of a sudden you get some weird sickness.
Their energy drinks have nicotine in them.
Shut up.
Yeah, dude, they got these like Tiger energy drinks.
Are they good?
Oh, bro, they're the best.
Shut up. Liquid nicotine?
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
We're going to have to export some stuff over here, bro.
Dude. And it's not just there. You can get it in Europe and all that. So like
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'll do some research, see if I can get some.
Let's do it, bro. I'll rip one. I'll rip a 20 mil on the pod.
Hell yeah, dude.
All the dudes at my work, they're like past the level of like, like normal dipping, so they're all exporting stuff like that. And they're like, I got 15 mil or whatever. Oh, and it's always all foreign, bro. It's like
there's like a Swedish website you can get us, like swedishsnuff.com or something like that. You can get it off of.
What's the one? Do you remember like the nicotine? It was like it might have been snooze.
Snooze.
Do you remember that where you like snort a line of it? And
yeah,
it, like
dude.
Just gives you like
that stuff's very popular up in Europe.
They just rip lines of snooze.
Yeah, I did it like once, and I was like, that stuff burnt so bad.
I think I did it once too in high school, and I was like,
I'm done.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, you can get them at like some specialty like smoke shops and stuff like that, I'm sure. But
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I ain't ever doing that.
All the hicks, huh? All the hicks and bumping out lines in the back at the tailgate. Heck yeah, bro. So did you get into the military like right after high school?
So like high school, man, I ended up dropping out of high school actually.
Like your senior year or something?
It was like sophomore year, into sophomore year.
Dang, so right when I graduated pretty much.
Yeah. So like I dropped out, and then I just started working.
Yeah.
And then going to school. I was going to college, and then went and did my GED. Failed that because they couldn't read my handwriting on my essay.
Oh, no way.
They failed me on my essay. And I was like, fuck, dude, I got to work on this handwriting. and then I went and did it again, just had to do the essay again. Mm-hmm. So I did my essay on like, it was like, you can like work out with like, or like spend a day with like one of your heroes or something like that.
Yeah.
So I did it on Diego Sanchez.
Oh, nice.
He came down to my gym one day, trained with us for a while.
Yeah.
So I did it on Diego Sanchez. I was like, yo, Diego Sanchez, bro, New Mexico legend, and then I was like, I don't remember what I said, but and then I ended up like passing. I got like a very high score.
That's it.
So it worked.
Shout out to Diego for getting your GD, bro.
Yeah, dude, Diego Sanchez, bro.
He gave you a lot of content to write about.
Yeah, dude. So it worked out, man.
So after you did that, then that's what like qualified you to join.
Yeah, I got my GED, and then I already had enough, because if you have a GED, you gotta have X amount of college credits. I believe it was like 16. Yeah, I already had way more than that. And then so once I got that GED, I was like, one day, dude, I was just driving by like the San Mateo recruiting office, and I was like, I'm gonna go join the military, Yeah. I was like, went in, talked to them, and then they're like, first thing they made me do, is like, all right, peanut cut. All right, you're clean. All right, yeah, we'll talk now. That was it, because that's what they want. You know, they want people with straight heads, and then
someone who's locked in or has discipline.
Yeah, and then a couple months later, found myself on a bus to Fort Benning, Georgia, for basic training.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
that was 11 years ago.
And you just got out, or you're still in?
I'm still in right now. I'm on like a DoD skill bridge program.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so what they do is they allow you to like intern at a company, gain some skills.
Right.
So I'm working for my brother right now.
Heck yeah.
Like training me like be operations manager. You know what I mean? Do quotes and stuff like that.
Sick, dude.
Run like day-to-day operations, and it all has to be unpaid, which is cool. You know what I mean? Like I still get my Army paycheck
Right.
until like January when I'm actually officially out.
Nice.
And then so it gives me some experience, dot down on a resume or whatever I need to do.
That's such a cool program, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, dude, you guys, especially like you were in it for what, 12 years? You just said.
Yeah, 11,
or 11
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Like that's all you know for the longest time, and you guys are doing crazy stuff. You know.
All I know how to do is like jump out of airplanes and shoot people in the face. Like, that's it. That was my job.
Yeah.
Like, just being an airborne infantryman.
Did they like when you got in and stuff? How did you find your way or navigate your way to that? Did someone like recommend it, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it?
Well, so when I joined, I wanted to join with an airborne contract, but they didn't have one.
And
I was trying to get like option 40 to go to like Ranger Battalion. They didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
So I went to basic training. You do a PT test. You know what I mean? And I like had the highest score on the PT test out of everybody.
Yo, so, shout out to Blend Wrestling.
Yeah, dude. Like it's just that wrestling.
You've always been a brute, bro.
Yeah,
like,
just wrestling, and then MMA is what I was into. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
I didn't have a lot of fights. You know what I mean? But the ones I did have, I won. Thankfully. You know what I mean? I didn't get knocked out in front of people. Just behind the scenes.
That's everyone's biggest fear, bro.
Oh, dude. I was like, I got to stay in shape, man. My worst fear is like getting tired and getting beat up because I'm tired. If they beat me and I'm not tired, and just because they're better than me, I can live with that. But if I got tired and I gassed out,
oh, dude,
will not allow myself.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? So
you killed it on the PT?
Yeah, killed on the PT test. I think I scored like a over 300 because like 300 then they had like a little standard scale. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they gave like me and like 4 or 5 other people airborne contracts to go to airborne school right after basic training.
That's sick.
And then from there, dude, like I went to Vicenza, Italy for my first duty station. I was there for 3 years, man.
Dang.
173rd. And there no other unit I've ever been to is like bang like those guys, bro. Like those guys train hard, party even harder, bro. Like Europe was a wild time, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just like a different kind of breed.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude. Like those dudes were wild, bro.
Heck yeah.
Like a lot of those guys, like when I was there, they were there for like 6-7 years. Like there's dudes that been in like some crazy like battles out in Afghanistan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got a chosen company. If you guys look it up, Battle or Not, like I wasn't there, but like the dudes that were like draining me, they were there, dude.
What is it called again?
Battle or Not.
Battle or Not?
Yeah. So like they lost 9 dudes off the rip, bro. Like they're in this like on the valley on top of like this little hill outpost. You know what I mean? And, dude, they got overran by like 200 Taliban, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And
dang,
like,
man.
Just talking to like some of those guys, man, like they were hard, bro. Like, they'd haze the crap out of you.
Mm-hmm.
It made you tough, bro. Like,
yeah.
I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna do what I got to do, bro. And then they made me like, whenever I went to my next duty station, bro, I was like standing out from everybody. Like, they were like, all right, like this guy,
heck yeah,
this guy can bang, So like,
dude, that's good, man. That's cool that you always stepped up to the plate too, because without that mental toughness, some dudes, they'll just kick out right away. Or,
yeah,
what? He's not a good fit. That's the whole thing. Is, are they a good fit for the team? Are they gonna, whenever we're all tired and slacking or hurting, is this dude gonna like hold us back?
Yeah,
they're
unfortunately, bro, like dudes get pushed through, and we get some of those people,
Yeah,
and. I'm not saying they don't make great soldiers, but maybe they don't make great infantrymen,
right.
Great paratroopers, So you got to push them out to where, either you kick them out of the Army, they ain't adhering to the standards, or you try to talk to them like, hey, bro, I think you should like reclass maybe. Like first you try to build them up.
Right.
You know what I mean? You never just try to like degrade somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody's sucking or not getting something, you got to build them up, bro. Especially as a leader, like you got to train the dudes to the best of your ability, Right. And then,
because sometimes that's all they need is confidence too,
And I've seen it, bro. Like a lot of these guys don't grow up like disciplined in their life, and the Army is the first time they ever experienced something like that. And
it hits you. That'll hit you smack hard in the face.
Oh yeah, bro. Like I'll be like a young 21-year-old dude, and then I'm leading dudes that are like 10 years older than me that joined the Army late.
Yeah.
I'm like their dad essentially. It's crazy. Like you have to mature a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever you when you're in the military, very quickly, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're exposed to so much.
Oh yeah.
You're right off the rip. You're taken out of the U.S. You know,
Yeah.
you're right away off the rip in another country.
Yeah.
So just getting adapted to that alone, you know, comes with its own battles,
dude.
And then you got a whole team that you can't have any oddballs in there. Everyone has to be locked in.
Yeah.
And then you guys are doing the craziest stuff, dude. You know, like pushing yourself to the limits, jumping out of, you know, helicopters, planes, not only on top of that, but having a game plan, you know.
Exactly.
It's like all these things. It's like you pass one little test, okay, well, do this.
Yeah. And it's
that's where everyone gets weeded out, you know.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man, that you made it that far and you got to experience that, because a lot of people wish they could have done that or had enough, you know, just grit to make it that far.
Oh, yeah,
and so just to say that you did that, bro, that's a big honor.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That stuff's, you know, hold dear to my heart, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I love the military. I love the Army. I love the, you know, being a paratrooper, jumping out of airplanes, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, it sucks getting out, you know, but, you know, I was like, I'm going to join the National Guard for a little bit. You know, try to keep my foot in it, try to transition out a little bit more. You know, I figured if I do that, you know, I'll have, like, my foot in the door a little bit.
Yeah.
Still have that, you know, that brotherhood right there,
Heck
you know, because it's different, you know? Like, I'm not saying people don't care about vets, but, like, people always be like, hey, man, thank you for your service. I appreciate, you know, what you did. But, like, you don't have that brotherhood all the time. So you got to surround yourself with that type of brotherhood.
Right.
And it has to be a positive brotherhood.
Heck yeah,
You can't just go to something negative, man. Like, some dudes will get out and they'll join, like, a biker gang or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
just to get in a clique, like a brotherhood.
And then, you know, they'll end up getting in trouble. I'm not saying, like, all biker, you know what I mean? But, like, definitely some dudes make bad choices. Some dudes make great choices, you know?
Yeah.
I got a family now, so I gotta stay straightforward, you know?
Heck yeah. Yeah, man. And shout out to you too, bro. I mean, you stayed with your high school sweetheart.
Yeah, dude.
I remember you guys dating back since you guys were like sophomores, dude.
Middle school, bros.
Was it middle school?
Yeah, middle school into freshman year. And then, you know. That's
cool, man. That's something that a lot of men, you know, can say that they can't say that they've ever done, you know? Like that's a once in a lifetime type thing.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you have that. And I'm sure that helped you too, like stay level headed, you know, all through your whole journey. Knowing that you have that to come back home to, you want to be better for her.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, man, dude, Delucia, my wife, dude, she's so tough, bro. Like, we got married. I was 21. She was 19. And, like, she moved to Italy, bro. Her first time moving out of her mom's house was going to Italy.
That's wild.
You know what I mean? And, like, she'll say stuff like, I feel like I haven't done, like, too much in my life. And I was like, bro, you lived in Italy.
Yeah.
Like, you were in Europe. Like, a lot of people spend their life savings just to go there.
Right.
And you were living there for years, you know what I mean?
That's like, honestly pretty cool to see.
Yeah. We got to travel all over the place.
Heck
very cheap, you know what I mean? Like, go to Paris, all those places, Germany, wherever you want to go, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was fun, dude.
That's cool, man.
So, like,
that's cool you guys got to experience that together. I'm sure that helped you out a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Because you hear nightmare stories, too, where dudes go and they don't come back to no wife.
Yeah, dude, and that happens. And I'm not saying that's, like, every wife or anything, because it's not.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very small percentage of, like, but it all comes down to you picking the right partner.
Exactly.
You know? Like,
yeah.
You know, you go date the stripper down at the club, you know what I mean? Then,
but as soon as you stop giving her attention.
Yeah, and once you go to Iraq or something like that, bro, like, I'm not saying, like, you know, she's not a stripper just because, you know what I mean, like, that type of woman, but, like, you know.
Well, that's a good test of love, too. It's like, hey, can you endure this, me being away?
Yeah.
You know, because there is a moment in time where it's a little bit harder, but when you come back, I'm sure it made it way stronger, too, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You're like, you know what, if we could get through that,
yeah, dude.
Imagine how great it is, like, living back home together.
Yeah, like, our first, like, 5 years of marriage, dude, we probably spent, like, maybe 2.5 of it together.
Nice.
Like, actually physically together.
Damn.
I was always gone, dude. We're always out training in some other country or out jumping in. Like, we do a lot of, like, airfield seizures.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be like, all right, we're going to go do an airfield seizure in, like, Sylvania. You'll jump into Sylvania in the pitch black, you know, and then do a, you know, an airfield seizure training, you know what I mean, out there. You'll stay out there for a week, do a live fire exercise, and then we'll come back. And you can't really train in Italy itself because our base is so small. So every time we train, it'd at least be a month or two sometimes 6-7 months we'd be gone, like little mini deployments and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And she was always staying back in Italy at our house on base, you know, and
Yep.
just trying to stay busy, going to the gym, you know, just trying to
Just live life.
Yeah,
Make it work.
Yeah, and it's not like we can just put on a plane and come back here. You know,
Yeah.
when I'd go away for a long time, I'd pay the $2-3 grand it cost for her to fly out.
Yeah.
But when you're a young soldier like that, you don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there'd be a lot of times we'd be broke. We'd be like, all right, let's go get some peanut butter and some bread. You know, some old ramen and raviolis. You
Heck
know,
yeah.
and then now that I'm up in the ranks, I make more money. Life's way easier. You know.
Heck yeah.
So like
That's cool, man. That's a cool story. Just like you said, picking the right partner.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what you got to do.
A lot of people, and I'm learning this now that I'm older, because I'm not married or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm like learning from my past, and I'm like, I need to see it through a different lens. You know, it's more than just someone that's like fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Or more like you guys got to be locked in on so many different.
You need
things,
someone
you
that's
know?
gonna call you out on your shit.
Yeah, someone who's gonna do that, but also make you better, like
Yeah.
for your good. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
like that's hard to find, but I know that it's possible, bro.
Oh, it is, bro. Like you'll be good, bro. And like
So-
don't rush into it.
Yeah, that's I'm chilling right now, bro. Doing the
Hell yeah.
pod, meeting new people.
Hell yeah, bro.
Life's good, man. Can't complain.
Heck yeah, dude.
But when you were a paratrooper, like how often were you guys jumping? Are you guys jumping like nonstop,
So
or are you on the ground a lot of time?
You have to jump. A lot of times we do jump once a month at least.
Yeah,
Sometimes you jump 4 times in a day if it's a helicopter jump, because you have that ability. And when you're jumping out of an airplane, you got an airfield, and then it's a whole process.
Yeah.
And, like everything that leads up to jumping sucks. It's not fun. You know
all
what I
the
mean?
inspections.
Yeah,
all the
you have to you have pre-training. You have sustained airborne training you have to go through. You go pre-jump. You do static line training. You do mock door jumps. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they have like a little mock-up of like an aircraft, like where you jump out of. So you got to train doing that. You have to jump both doors. Go over hazards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you do your manifest, your final manifest, and then you go to the airfield, and then you get your parachute. You set it up how you need to. You know what I mean? Size it up to yourself.
yeah.
Then you don it, and then they have to do inspections. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you're jumping with gear, bro. So like, sometimes
You got a whole pack.
yeah, like a rucksack, bro. Like, when I was like a machine gunner, dude, or machine gun assistant gunner, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're jumping with like 70, 80 pounds of like ammo, extra barrels, tripods, plus all your sustainment gear, your food, your clothes, your sleeping bag and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it sucks, bro. Like it's like you're deadlifting. You tell you stand up, you're like deadlifting all that weight, and then you have to jump out of the airplane with that.
When the parachute like finally opens, does that weight that you're holding, does that jerk the hell out of your shoulders?
Not really.
Or is it more is it balanced, like to where you don't really
It's
feel
pretty
it as much?
balanced on the harness. I mean, it's right here on your
Because that's a lot of weight.
yeah. It's like right under your ribs. I'd say is where that weight is at. So
Yeah.
it's your lower back sucks. It's literally like holding a deadlift.
Damn.
But like once you jump and that chute opens up, man, like now you're just worried about the landing.
Yeah.
Now you're just like, because you don't land on your feet. You land and you fall.
So
There's no control
so
in
it's
it.
not like always pretty.
It's not like skydiving where you'll see dudes land and they land all
Like
soft
run.
and they run. Like you land and you freaking, it's called PLF, parachute land and fall. So you lower your equipment. So it's on like a rope lowering line.
Yeah.
And once you get like tree line 200 feet above, you lower your equipment, and then that hits first, and then you hit.
Like you land on top of it.
No, most of the time there's like some sort of a wind,
Mm-hmm.
so you'll land away
Like,
from it.
right
you know what I
off-
mean?
right after
yeah. So you'll land away from it, and then sometimes when the wind's kind of heavy, man, you'll hit the ground and it'll drag you. You gotta like unhook and stuff like that.
Because the wind's just going to keep dragging
dude,
you.
Yeah, dude.
Like a hot air balloon, like when they're landing and they're...
Same
one of
thing.
those people.
Same thing, dude. I remember one time, bro, like I jumped and like I was getting blown off the DZ, and then like once I finally landed, like I landed, my feet touched, and then
Yeah.
it shot me back, and then like
shoot.
my suspension lines like wrapped up on my legs, so I'm like smacking myself with my knees and my shins and my face, bro. I didn't even know I was that flexible.
Damn, dude.
And then
That's not pretty.
yeah, but then you know, it is what it is, man. And then you have some good landings and you have bad landings, you know.
Do you have like a most memorable jump that was like your favorite? Like in a certain area or something?
Pisa, Italy, bro. First jump when I was in the 173rd.
Yeah.
Pisa, Italy. You can't see the leaning tower, but it was like I got like my foreign wings, my Italian jump wings out of that one. And I think that was one of my most memorable ones, even though it was in the nighttime. It's pitch black, couldn't see anything. But like, you know, it's like my first real jump in the Army, you know.
That's
like
a big accomplishment.
Other than like airborne school. You jump 5 times in airborne school.
Yeah.
But like this one was fun, you know.
That's sick, man.
And then probably like my worst jump I had was I was #1 jumper, so I'm standing at the door while it's open.
Yeah.
And like all I have to do is jump and I'm out of the plane. There's no line. I'm like the first dude. And it was pitch black and I jumped and I couldn't see the ground. And then
it was that black. It was that dark.
Well, there was clouds.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're just jumping into just like almost nothing.
So you jump through the clouds. I passed through the clouds and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I cuss on here.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, motherfucker, fucking Air Force. You know what I mean? And my fucking platoon sergeant was like behind, like above me.
Yeah.
So and he was like yelling at me. He's like, hey, noise and light discipline, motherfucker. And then like I was like, there's trees. And then he passed. He's like, motherfucker. They dropped us all in the trees.
Shut
bro.
up. And not only that, but cloud coverage. So you're
yeah,
just
so
like,
you're jumping through the tree or the clouds. Then you still have like a good distance before you like land.
yeah.
I see this little circle spot. So I'm like I'm pulling it, just try to get to that little opening, you know, because I don't want to land in the trees. And I barely miss it, dude. I land in this tree. And, that, you know, they teach you how to climb out of it, you know what I mean? So I lower my equipment, and as soon as I lower my equipment, the tree, like, breaks.
Shut up.
Yeah. I don't know how high.
So you're hanging from the tree?
Yeah, I'm
like,
hanging.
on the parachute?
Yeah, I'm hanging by the parachute. And then, like, I drop my ruck. I jettison my equipment. And as soon as I did that, like, the tree, like a branch or something broke, and I just hit the ground. My kneecap popped out.
Dude.
Like, it was, like, to the side, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh. And then, like, my team leader comes up. He's like, what's up? And I was like, my kneecap. And he's, like, feeling it. And he was like, oh, we're going to pop it back in. I was like, no. I was like, you're not even a medic, dude. He's like, oh, I know how to do it. And then he was like, here, put a dip in. I put a dip in. Boom, pops it in. And then I was like, all right. And he's like, all right, pack your stuff up, and we're going to go conduct the mission. And I was just like, oh, dude. And I'm like limping.
That's pretty crazy, bro.
Right? And I got through it. You
Hey,
know?
at least he like let you throw in a dip, bro, to mentally prepare for what was about to happen.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was our thing, dude. We always had a dip in. Like, that dude, it was like my first team leader when I was a young private.
Yeah.
Dude, like, he'd be like, all right, we're going a 5-mile run, like 6.5 minute pace.
Damn.
Everybody throw a fucking dip in. First person throws up, we're all fucking fighting each other.
That's pretty hardcore, bro.
Yeah.
Those are like fun memories though. Too,
Oh, it's fun, dude. I love it. And like we wouldn't like fist fight, we would like wrestle hard, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Grapple and all that, try to choke each other out.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was fun, you know.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, that kind of carried over too to like the outdoor stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ripping lips, taking dips.
Yeah, dude.
Did you start doing that like pretty much same time as when you were in the military, or when you were back in the States you started doing it more?
Yeah, it's when I PCS'd. All right, so I PCS'd from Italy to Texas.
Yeah.
And so once I PCS'd Texas, you know, that's when I was able to like start fishing and stuff. You know what I mean? And I was always dipping, you know, and then like I was like, oh, I'm starting Instagram, you know, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. And then I was like, I'm ripping lips, taking, like, my buddies and I were just, like, bullshitting about it. Like, ripping lips, taking dips. I was like, hell yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Ripping lips, taking dips, bro. So that's how it, like, flourished. And it just started, like, me posting pictures of, like, fish and stuff like that on Instagram. Yeah. And then I was like, I always wanted to, like, film, you know what I mean? So I got, like, a little cheap GoPro off, like, Facebook Marketplace for, like, $100 or a couple $100. I don't know. Yeah. And then I was doing that for a long time. And then I didn't have a logo or anything. Then I ended up deploying Iraq. And I was telling one of my dudes, he's like very artsy that you can draw. And I was like, bro, draw me a logo, bro. So he like drew me a logo.
One of the homies hooked you up?
Yeah, dude. I still have that original picture. I get it like framed up with like the finished product on the bottom of it. So his picture's on top, what he drew, because that's the OG, you know?
Yep.
And then one of my other buddies' wife does graphic design. And then I was like, hey, can you turn this into like a logo for me?
Mm-hmm.
And then like she worked on it, you know what I mean? Like, couple weeks later, she's like, "Here's the final product." And I was like, "I love it. I dig it."
Let's
you know?
go, baby.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
RLTD.
RLTD outdoors, ripping lips, taking dips. You know?
Dude, I love it, man. I've been following your content. Well, we've been keeping up with each other.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, you've been gone, but we've been keeping up with each other online for, years.
Yeah, dude, and that's what's awesome, like watching each other grow, dude. I remember
Yeah.
like your first podcast, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna support my homie, you know?
Heck
I was
yeah.
like, I know you had some shirts. I bought a shirt.
Heck yeah,
I
dude.
still have it, you know?
Thanks, man.
And then I was like, yeah, dude, you gotta support the homies, you know?
Have to, bro.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, like, even like you said, like, utilizing the people closest to you, that's like part of your brand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Your homies making that drawing for you. It's like
Yeah.
everyone has a piece in the pie.
Oh yeah, dude.
And that's like true authenticity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
When
that's
you grow with your friends.
Yeah, and that's what I try to do is just be as transparent and authentic as I am. I don't try
Yeah.
to be someone I'm not.
Right.
Like I'm not like, you know, what you see on my page that's what I am. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I think I'm a pretty chill dude, you know?
Yeah.
I get excited sometimes. Sometimes I got the lows, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I just try to like make content, you know? I try to film everything I can 'cause you never know when a good moment's going to happen.
That's true. I was
Yeah.
just talking about it with you before is like, it's harder to film and do like what we're doing when you're outdoors and you're in the elements and you're in the water, you're fishing, like those GoPros, all that. You don't know when a good moment is going to be. Because, you could wait all day in the mountains for like 8 hours and that one elk comes out, that massive bull.
Yeah.
And if you're not locked in, you're going to miss it.
And I wanted to film that, my stepdad shooting that elk.
Yeah.
But if I reach for my camera, we're going to blow it out.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of the herd, bro. Like it was getting like.
This is last week, right?
Last week, yeah, dude. So like we're up, in the Gila Mountains out there. And then.
That's some good hunting out there.
Oh, dude, phenomenal, man. And we were chasing this big bull for a few days, man. And we just we couldn't get him where we can get a shot on him, you know. And we knew where this herd was at, and then calling him in, and if we didn't shoot anything, like we were gonna go home empty-handed.
Yeah.
And so like one of the satellite bulls came out, and it was funny too because I had my binos. There was two bulls. I didn't see one of them.
Yeah.
And I had my binos on, and I'm just like telling my stepdad. He's like, he had one in his scope, and then I was like, all right, I see him right here. He's like 100 yards. I ranged him. And then he was like, that one right there? I was like, right in front of you. And I like knife hand like where you can see. And he was like, all right. And I still had my binos. And I was like, you fucking missed him. He was like, no, he dropped. And I was like, no, he didn't. He ran in the woods. And then he was like, no, he dropped.
Oh, man.
And then I'm like, fuck, he shot a cow.
Oh, shoot. All of the thoughts.
Yeah,
You're like, this is going to be a long day.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was like, you're taking
So
my
it was the
trip.
one that you guys were both looking at two different
bulls, bro.
Dude,
And
that's funny.
The one, I didn't see the one he had on his scope, you know?
Was it blended with the herd almost? Like,
Yeah.
So they were kind of.
Yeah, so like what happened was he was finding the elk and he seen it and then he was looking and then its head popped up. And then he seen his antlers, you know what I mean? And he was like, all right, that's a legal bull to shoot. And then so he shot it, but then I was like, dude, I was like, bro, they're gonna take my truck, they're gonna take your gun, we're going to jail.
I know.
He was like,
They're
no.
strict too.
Yeah,
Man.
he was like, no, it was a bull. He was a bull. We're like arguing about it for a second. And then like I walk over and then like we're like looking for it. And then finally I see something. And I was like, all right. And I didn't see no antlers. And my heart was like,
oh man.
And then like I go over it and I see antlers. I'm like, ah! I was more happy he shot a bull than that he shot. You know what I mean?
To not have to deal with that heartache,
Yeah.
man. That headache of just you know, reporting it.
He was like, I'm not stupid. He goes, I know what I was shooting at.
That's cool, bro.
And then I was
That's
like,
your father-in-law?
stepdad.
Or your stepdad?
My stepdad,
Cool.
yeah. So like him and I, dude, we're always hunting together, you know, and duck hunting a lot. You know, I got him in duck hunting, so like
Nice.
duck season opened up Monday morning, so we're gonna film some content, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
saw you guys scouting.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
some pretty good spots.
Oh yeah, dude. Just anything along that river down there.
Did they
river
finally
ground.
open up a dam, or is it
Yeah, they
still
opened up-
pretty low?
They opened up Cochee Lake Dam,
Cool.
so there was like hardly any water out there.
Yeah,
Now it's moving pretty quick. It's like 18 inches, 24 inches in some
enough
spot.
for ducks this year.
Oh, perfect, bro. And we shot till in it. There was still some moving water.
Yeah,
Not a lot, but you know, enough for them to decoy in. And the birds have been all in there all off season. We've been seeing them. Like especially we go out there dove hunting, you see a bunch of ducks, bro. You're
just
like,
those little spots, those little pockets.
yeah,
huh?
man, and they fly. You know, man. As long as you know how to find them, like find some ag fields that surround the the Rio Grande, bro, and then you'll find ducks, bro.
That'll be fun. And that season's coming up soon?
Yeah, Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, dude, come on out. Yeah.
Maybe we'll go check it out, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Go shoot some ducks, bro.
Yeah, dude. You ever been duck hunting?
I've went with people that were shooting and stuff, like just to tag along, but I've never had my own gun.
We got extra guns. You know what I mean?
And with duck hunting, you don't need tags. You can just there's a limit or what?
Yeah,
or,
so you need to get a federal duck stamp.
Okay.
And then
you get that at Cabela's or something?
Yeah, you get it wherever online, Cabela's, wherever you can buy your hunting license. Just let them know you want to get a federal duck stamp.
Yeah.
And then your other hunting license and stuff like that. And then you get to shoot ducks.
Damn. I bet you, dude, like you doing all the hunting and fishing that you do, that probably saves you so much money, like on food and stuff.
Yeah, you'd be
and you're probably
surprised,
so
bro.
healthy, bro. Like eating that just processed meat.
Oh, dude, like there was like 1 year where I shot like multiple deer.
Yeah.
And this is in Texas. You get like multiple tags out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had like 3 deer in my freezer, and me and my wife, it's just her and I for like a year straight. We just ate nothing but freaking venison, bro. And like that was the most healthiest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
And like just my fitness level, endurance stuff went up. Like eating that real meat right there that you harvest yourself. And it
Dude,
really
there's
makes
something to it.
Yeah, it makes you stronger, makes you more like cognitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's like natural like testosterone.
Exactly.
It's like
dude.
the purest form of like it's like what steroids would feel like, but without all of the negative.
Yeah, dude, and it makes you the most fit you'll ever be as long as you're eating that. Now I'm not saying you can't feel that same way with other food, but like
you notice a difference though.
Yeah.
Like when I shot my deer, the one that's in the living room.
Yeah.
I ate that. I made that last for like a whole year because it was just me that shot it. So, backstrap, sausage, all that.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was like in prime time shape, dude.
Oh, I bet, dude.
And I was doing the same stuff that I'm doing now, but like I slept like a king, dude.
Yeah.
I woke up every day. I was locked in and I was like, what the heck? Like I didn't really like put it together that I was eating like, deer steak every night.
Yeah. And it's like, awesome. Like
so good for you.
Some people, like first time I'll make them some venison or whatever, you know what I mean? They're like kind of hesitant because they don't know how it's going to taste.
Yeah.
People tell them it's going to taste gamey, and it's like, nah, man. Like that stuff tastes pure, bro.
But dude, once you start feeling good, it doesn't even matter if it tastes that good. It's like you just eat for substance. I mean, that's how I am.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, just whatever's good for me, put it in my body.
Yeah, try not to like eat too much processed, like chips and stuff like that. That stuff will tear you up, man.
Yeah. All the hot Cheetos and lime salt diet.
God, bro. Like, they're good. Don't get me
do
wrong.
you remember being in like PE, bro? Like, there was always those like hot Cheeto girls.
Oh, dude.
Where they would like opt out to play the game and they would just walk around the track eating hot Cheetos. There was always like 5 or 6 in each class.
Or you'd be in class, you know what I mean? Like, I remember like, I forget this chick's name, bro. But like, I was like, yo, I'll give you some hot Cheetos if you give me the answer to the test. She was like, make sure they're extra hot.
She's like, bet.
She was like, make sure they're the extra flaming hot. I was like, all right, bet. I got you.
Dude, that's Belen schooling for you, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You bribe the chicks with some hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember like in elementary school, if you had a bag of hot Cheetos, you were like the boss of the playground. Like you got to call the shots. Everyone is your friend.
I remember we used to like play football games and like whoever like it was like buying with hot Cheetos.
Nice.
You know?
And then the winning team gets the bags or
yeah.
something. That's sick, dude.
You're all butthurt if you lost. Like,
dude, I remember always being so hungry in elementary school.
They didn't feed you, bro.
Dude, like I remember being starving. Like if someone had some chips, we would like raid it.
They don't feed you.
Yeah, like they give you little tiny.
It was like maybe like 300 calories that you would get.
No, yeah, all carbs. Like,
yeah, the little square pizzas, that shit like half frozen.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, that's why you got to make friends with the lunch lady, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude. I did end up making friends with them, you know? Like
some of them were nice. Some of them were cool.
Yeah. I went to like Rio Grande Elementary.
Yeah.
And then like there's this one lunch lady, I'd be like, oh, we didn't have food. And then she'd be like, all right. And then like
she'd be like, Hito, are you
yeah,
okay?
Yeah. And then like I was always super skinny as a kid, you know what I mean? She would like give me some extra potatoes and another slice of like turkey or whatever.
Heck yeah, dude. That's money.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, so out of all the outdoor stuff that you do, like what's your favorite? What's your favorite like to do? Like I know you fish, I know you hunt. Like what's your like, oh, I can't wait for this season.
Duck season, bro.
Duck?
I love shooting ducks.
Because it's like fast paced, huh?
Yeah, dude. It's adrenaline rush. It's like constant action if you're on the birds, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you come out with me, bro, I guarantee you you're gonna go broke because you're gonna go buy all the gear. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's an addiction, bro.
Yeah.
Like duck hunting, Like, you don't get a lot of meat off them birds, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You breast them out, you know what I mean? Unless you want to cook them whole, but there's not a lot of meat.
Yeah.
But it's the funnest
The
hunting you
thrill
can
of
do
it,
out
just
there.
seeing them all fly and you're just in the air.
If they were like, you can only hunt one thing in your life, I'd be like, I'll hunt ducks, bro.
That's sick.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I love chasing deer, chasing elk, you know what I mean? Big game like that. But, like, duck hunting, bro, is just one of those things. It's hard work, man. You wake up sometimes midnight, drive 2-3 hours to a hole.
Yeah.
Get out there, set up, you know what I mean? Waiting for the sun to come up. Once the sun comes up, you see them birds coming in, bro.
You're just ready.
Dude, it's like close thing to like combat you can get, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Without being in combat. It's
Yeah.
like stuff's adrenaline.
Heck yeah. Like staking out at night, like the whole experience.
And then like you get in fights with other duck hunters and stuff, dude. Like, it gets wild.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
You'd be scrapping down in the water, bro. Like, I've done it multiple times.
Like, I shot that one. No, I did.
No, like, a lot of the times, dudes are like, they set up too close to you and they start shooting at your blind. So you're getting like, it ain't gonna like kill you or anything because you're pretty far away, but you get sprayed with pellets. They start shooting your decoys, or like you're trying to shoot at birds and the dudes are shooting at birds in your spread. Like,
right.
And it's like, you know, that's why I like the Rio Grande because like, not too many people get too close to you.
Yeah, it's pretty spread out.
Yeah,
you could do it all the way from Valencia County up to here.
Yeah, you can go hunt like La Jolla, the La Jolla Ponds or Bernardo and stuff like that. But it's just such compact. Your hunters are always on top of you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more challenging that way, but not as much challenge in Louisiana, dude. Like, everybody duck hunts out there, bro. Like, everybody's out in the outdoors, bro. They call it sports in paradise, and it is for a reason. And it's not because they have the best hunting, but 'cause most people hunt out there.
And there's so much water too, right?
Yeah,
so much more water.
Yeah, dude, water. Like, I'd go fishing 4 or 5 times a week on my boat.
That's sick.
You know what I mean? And sometimes I'd fish 7 days a week for multiple like months
Dude,
at a
you
time.
got some pretty big bass, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
that picture that I put on the story, that thing is massive.
I think it was probably like maybe like 5-6 pounds. I think maybe I didn't have a scale on me
It
at
was
the time.
good looking too. Like,
it
was a
good,
healthy fish.
Oh yeah, dude. And then saltwater fishing too. I did a lot down there because
what do you get with like saltwater fishing? Like bigger fish, like
oh yeah, dude. Like you catch way bigger
like
fish,
swordfish and stuff like that.
So I never went deep sea fishing.
Yeah,
I only would do the inshore like red drum. I catch a couple stingrays. You know what I mean? What I wanted to do is catch some shark, but I never got lucky and caught a shark, dude.
That would be pretty epic.
Yeah, it would be.
To have a shark in your living room.
I saw that. Yeah, dude, that'd be dope. I saw this like video. This dude caught a hammerhead shark. Like, I think it was in Florida.
Yeah.
He like gets it in. He goes around it, gets on top, grabs it, unhooks it, and then drags it in the water. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I want to do that.
That's gangster.
I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah,
That's just me. I just want to do the craziest stuff,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but my personality.
Yeah.
If it's crazy, I'm gonna try it at least.
Yeah.
Like,
just to say you did it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like once you've been exposed to like an adrenaline, you like keep chasing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I even like have to, like I'll force myself in the gym to get to that point because like I miss it. Like it sucks, but you like crave it in a weird way.
That's why I love fighting.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
like,
fighting, like not knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I could get knocked out right now or choked out.
Yeah, like and since being back here, I linked up my old MMA coach, Sergio. And we go train, bro. And
that's
like
what's up.
Him and I, dude, used to have some battles.
Yeah.
Like we won't.
What's his last name?
Canal.
Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio.
I feel like I know that name.
You might, dude.
Yeah.
He's down in Blinn.
You guys scrap a little bit?
Oh, dude, we'd scrap. I haven't had I'm still getting into it, you know. So I haven't like had like a salt sparring match or anything yet. But
just breaking that sweat.
Yeah, dude. Just
making those lungs work.
Oh yeah, dude. And like, our training sessions back in the day, bro, before I joined the army, were like 3 hours long.
Damn,
we had
dude.
We were down at the old Blinn Rec Center down there on like you're gonna go on the freeway right there on that little middle exit.
Yeah.
And it was like a karate joint where I was at, you know, originally, I mean. And, I got my black belt taekwondo, but I was really there for the MMA part of it, you know, and he was the dude that was like teaching it.
That's what's up.
And we call it the freaking the sweat box, bro. It was this little room, all mats, and turn the heater up as high as you can go. And, dude, our sweat would be on the freaking mirrors all over, dude. And our warm-up was like an hour long.
Damn.
And then it would be like an hour-long warm-up, hour-long training session. Then we'd spar for like an hour at the end of it. And I hated it, though, whenever me and Sergio would spar because everybody would start watching us.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, you know, we were the ones that were like, I was the only one that was fighting there, you know? So, like, they always wanted to see me and Sergio fight because we'd scrap down. It would start slow. Next thing you know, we're sweeping each other, throwing each other. You know what I mean? Like,
getting in it, just testing each other,
like almost knocking each other out. Like, it gets bad, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that feeling, man. I love that. I miss that,
And I want to get into it, I don't know if I'm too old to fight again, but I'm 31 now.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
You're healthy, as long as you're healthy and you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I got some injuries from the Army,
Yeah.
I shattered my pelvis.
Bad landing or what?
Motorcycle accident, bro.
No way.
I got hit by a military police officer.
What?
Texting and driving.
Dang, dude.
Right after Iraq.
Isn't it so crazy? Like, you go through on all these, missions, everything, and then one thing that injures you is like something like that.
Stupid 18-year-old military police guy, you know what I mean? Texting and driving. Just rolled a stop sign. Pulled out right in front of me.
Damn,
dude. Didn't even I had enough time. I seen him at the stop sign, and I was like looking, and then I was like, oh, it's a cop. And so I'd like downshift real quick. I look up, and then here he is pulling out. The only reaction time I had was to reach for my back brake.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to touch it, and then hit him. I'm in looking at him in the windshield, and he's just like literally he was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And then he's like, I'm sorry, I was texting. And then once he said that, I was trying to get up. I was like, I'm gonna rip your throat out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't
Especially
get up.
since he said that, you're just like,
I couldn't get up. I couldn't move. I thought I broke my back or something. You know what I mean? But I'm like wiggling my toes. Like,
what do they do for a pelvis injury like that? Like,
not really much unless you do a surgery.
It's such a weird area,
Yeah, so it was like my right where my right hip goes.
Yeah.
Right in the top where your hip goes into the socket is where it broke.
Oh.
And I feel it to today.
So any movement like that or rolling on it.
Yeah, I used to be able to kick like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
And now
your right side?
Yeah. And then now it's just I'm getting back to it, you know what I mean? As long as I stay working out, then I'm good. But then I'll get a point, I'll work out, I'll get in super great shape, you know what I mean? And I start pushing it. And the next thing I'm injured, And I hate that. It's the worst, So I'm like,
I'm starting to learn that now too. Like at our age, it's like, you just got to listen to your body a little more.
I feel young, you know what I mean? But my body's like, bro, dude, slow down on me.
Dude, I see my dad. He's 52, and that dude, he just fractured his shin. A horse stumbled while he's riding it, and it stayed stuck on him for 15 minutes. And he's roping the next week, dude. They told him he had a fracture. He's like, no, I think I feel good. He's back at it. And I'm like, you know what? That's how you cowboy up.
Hell yeah, dude.
And sometimes that does get you over injuries quicker.
Yeah.
Because some people nurse it too much. Some people are too soft. Yeah. You need to rebuild it properly.
Yeah, and after that happened, it took me 2 months to be able to walk again.
Yeah.
So I'm either in a wheelchair or I'm laying in bed, couldn't really do much. Trying to work out, do physical therapy, and then it got to the point where the doctors were like, yeah, dude, we're gonna try to med board you out of the Army, which is medical discharge, Yeah. And then I was like, fuck that. And you know what I mean? And that was that happened in 2019 when that happened. And then I was like, I ain't doing that shit, dude. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, next appointment, we're gonna start the process. And I was like, all right, cool. I walk out, call the appointment hotline. I was like, yeah, I need to cancel all future appointments. Never went back, dude.
Shut up.
Yeah, and 3 weeks later, they sent me to a school, advanced leadership course, so I can get promoted to staff sergeant.
Yeah.
And then I ended up doing a PT test, and I barely passed that PT test, bro. It was
how long after was
that was 4 months after my injury.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Injury happened in April.
If it's within a year.
Yeah. And the injury happened April 1st, so it was freaking April Fool's Day, And I remember calling my platoon sergeant. I was like, hey, bro, I just got in a motorcycle accident. He's like, what the fuck up? I was like, no, for real. And I was like, I'm in the ambulance right now. He's like, what? He's like, all right, call fucking this guy. And I called my buddy Luz. I was like, Luz, I'm in the ambulance. I got in a motorcycle accident. I don't know what's wrong. And I'm like, they're the ambulance people are telling me not to call people.
Yeah, yeah.
Just stay still, stop fucking moving. I was like, I gotta
and
let
you're
people.
Just letting people know what's up.
I'm just you know what I mean? And then it was April Fool's Day. Everyone's like, nah, it didn't happen. And then the ambulance guy's like, he got fucking hit by an MP. I don't know what's happening. I'm hanging up the phone. Next thing you know, everybody's there, bro. They're like, damn, dude, my bad. I didn't believe you, bro.
Dude, and that just shows the difference. Some people, that's to get full disability, they're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm out. You know.
Some people would have done it, and maybe I should have, looking back on it, got out, got that 100% or whatever they would have gave me, But I wasn't done, bro. I wanted to keep going.
And then you got eyes on you too. You can't do certain things because you're fully disabled technically.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
the VA
I don't know
works
how
kind of
that
weird.
is.
I mean, as long as you ain't doing nothing too crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of dudes that have 100% VA rating. They're still in
Yeah.
the National Guard when they come out of active duty, you know? And I'm not saying I'm going to get 100%. I don't know what I'm going to get, you know?
Yeah.
It's up to the VA what they rate me. I'm doing my paperwork. I'm just being truthful on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So if they give me 100%, you know, that's good money for tax-free money, you know,
Yeah.
for like the rest of my life that I'm going to be getting. So it could be up to like $4,300 a month, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
But, you know, I know I'm going to get something. I think it's going to be over 50% at least,
Yeah.
you know? But
just the blessing that you're still able to function and do stuff. That's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
you know, some people that motorcycle accident, done.
yeah, they just
Wheelchair.
died. If I wasn't wearing a helmet, dude, I'd been dead. Like the
Crack
first thing
it
that
pretty
hit
hard.
was my head. Yeah, my helmet,
Damn.
dude. I still have the helmet to the day. Like shattered,
All
bro.
thrashed or what?
Dude. Like right on the right side is where I hit.
So did he hit you like this?
So yeah, I was going this way, and he came out this way, and he pulled out right in front, and I hit right in front of his driver's side tire, like right there on the side of his, like, I guess side fender or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? Straight into the windshield. Like at first, bro, this is the worst part, bro. I racked myself on my gas tank.
Oh,
With my nuts, bro.
Oh.
I dented my gas tank, bro.
with your nuts.
With my nuts, bro. Like, I got a picture of it. I'll send it to you if I can find. But
You still got him?
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I still got my nuts, bro. I got my huevos. You know,
Okay, good, bro. Good.
they work. I got a kid, so I'm good.
Heck
That's what
yeah.
I was worried about, dude.
Oh, dude, that kid's probably gonna be tougher than crap.
Dude, my kid's he's 2, bro, but he's wild,
Heck
bro.
yeah,
You
he's
him,
got
like,
the good testosterone
yeah,
flowing
dude.
through him.
He has like a little mullet on.
Yeah,
That kid
dude.
just wants to fight, dude. Like,
What's his name?
Riker?
Riker?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so
We got to get that kid in junior wrestling, bro.
I
Make
want
him
to.
a little
Yeah, he's
stud.
2. So when can you get him in? Like,
I think the youngest is 4.
yes, in a couple
Yeah.
years. I already told my wife I want to get him in wrestling and gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics is a big one.
Dude.
That's all core strength,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Like some of the strongest dudes I ever met were gymnasts.
Yep. And they don't even look that strong.
No.
They just are.
Yeah, dude. Like,
It's like muscles underneath your
yeah.
muscles.
And I was like, my wife was like, "Oh, that's gonna be expensive." I was like, "I don't care, bro. I want to set him
Yeah.
up for success."
Heck yeah.
Like, even if he doesn't like pursue gymnastics, you know what I mean? I just want him to like get that foundation, get that
Right.
strength, you know what I mean? And like just be stronger than the other kids.
Yeah.
Because I think if you start them off early, bro, like they'll be stronger than the
They
rest of
will.
the kids out there, especially if, you know, and that's what I wish like my mom did, was put me in like football or something like that when I was young.
Yeah.
She never did, you know what I mean? 'Cause I think she was too scared I'm gonna get hurt, you know what I mean? But I just drove myself to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to play football, I wanted to wrestle, I wanted to fight. That was me, you know?
Yeah.
Then it was cool though. Like she ended up getting into it. She started doing taekwondo with us, and she got her black belt too.
That's sick. Your mom?
My mom, yeah,
Damn,
so-
man, she's ripping zins, huh?
yeah.
Shout out to the mom.
Yeah, dude, my mom's a G, bro. And so like she got her black belt. One of my brothers, my sister got their black belt too.
That's sick, dude.
And then
Oh, that little kid's gonna be a little prodigy, bro.
oh yeah, dude.
Especially with all the support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you always want your generation below you to be a little bit better off.
Dude, I want him way better than me. Like I don't ever want to be like, oh, I don't want it. Some dads get jealous of their kids. 'Cause
Yeah.
they succeed better than them. Bro, I want that kid to go far beyond me, bro.
Right.
Like I want him to thrive in life. You know
Heck
what I mean?
yeah.
If I can give him every opportunity to be successful as possible, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that. That's like my job right now.
Dude, that's the key, bro, to being a father.
Yeah,
You gotta set apart that extra time, and
Mhm.
that's really all like kids need to do to be successful is like that quality time with their mom and
Yeah.
dad.
And you know, I think that's why like
Someone to believe in them.
I had a good, you know, support base growing up. Like my mom did. Even if I was the worst at something, she'd be like, "Oh, you're natural.
Yeah.
You're natural." And I was like, "All right, hell yeah, I'm a natural." Like, I'm like playing guitar. You know what I mean? I'm not that great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she's like, "You're natural." And then she'd be like, "Play this." I'd be like, "All right, play Molly Crew." And I was like, "Sounds just like Molly Crew." Sounds nothing like Molly Crew. But like, you know, but it drove me. And then eventually, you know, I got better and better,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to keep doing it. Like, if you just tell it, be like, "Oh, you're not that great," then the kids can be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop doing it."
Yeah. You almost got to be delusional and like, you know what? I can do this, or I am
Exactly.
the best.
Yeah,
Because everyone that's successful in anything, they're kind of delusional in their own way.
you have to be. You
Like
know?
they believe in themselves whenever no one else really does.
You have to. 'Cause no one else is gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
That's how you got to stay on top of yourself. You know what I mean?
Discipline,
Yeah. If you're on
It's
top
crazy.
of your game, then you'll be on top of the game in general.
for sure.
You know?
Yeah, it's crazy how like important, like, you know, now that we're older, we have our careers, whatever, like how important discipline is.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, like some people that were in the military, they didn't have that type of discipline or weren't exposed to it. till they were there.
Yeah.
And like just knowing how important it is to just have that even as an early age, like in a kid, like in sports.
Exactly.
Like, dude, I know you're sore, whatever. You're still gonna show up to practice.
Yeah.
You're still gonna, and then it trains them like, okay, if I keep doing this consistently, I'm gonna get a gold medal at the end of this. So there's a reward.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because some kids just think of it as like, oh, I just got to go and work out, and what is it for? And then they go get their butt spanked at a wrestling tournament, and it's like, dude.
And that's why I disagree with that whole participation trophy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think in order for you to grow, you got to lose, and you got to know you lost.
Oh, you got to get smoked.
Yeah, you got to know you lost, all right? And then you got to have the discipline to keep pushing so that way next time you win, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got a tragic story. So, like, you know how you're just talking about the participation award, whatever?
Yeah.
How, like, it's all equal playing field. So, the 1 year that I finally took state in junior wrestling, I, like, worked my butt off, dude. And I finally took state. And that 1 year, for whatever reason, they gave every single wrestler a bronze medal. And they didn't have, like, a podium or anything like that at all. All I had was a sticker on the back that said, like, first place. But it was, like, a maroon
they
medal.
They robbed you of that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I was just like, dang, man, like what the heck?
Yeah.
Like that, I don't know.
And
you got to have like some type of reward for hard work, you know, because that's like that's why our country's so great.
Yeah.
It's like the American dream. The harder you work, you can make the best life for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And I mean, that's what like drove me towards like those, I would say, selfish sports in a way.
Yeah.
Just one-on-one sports, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. I love being part of a team. I mean, I love football, but like, I like being out there, just me and one other dude, and it's just him and I, you know?
Yep.
And best man's going to win, you know?
Yep.
And that's what drove me out to. I love it, you know? Like, I like, you know, I'm going to be honest. I like being that center of attention right there for that one moment, you know?
Yeah.
And I just like having everybody believe in you.
Yep.
Be like, all right, I know my boy, like, that dude's going to come out victorious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I don't, they're going to be there to support you no matter what, you know? And they're going to be like, oh, man, you should have done this, you should have done that. They're going to be like, sucks, bro. But, you know.
That one-on-one combat, dude, that's why I fell in love with wrestling.
Yeah.
Because if you wrestle like trash, you can't blame your teammate.
Yeah.
You can't literally blame anyone but yourself.
Just yourself.
But then if you win, you know it was all you.
Yeah. What, like, got me hooked or, like, draw me to it was, like, one day they had, you know, those, like, buy out of class type things.
Yeah.
And then it was a wrestling tournament going on, a wrestling match.
Yeah.
At the high school. And then, like, the lights were on. Like, everything was closed. The lights were on in the middle. And I was like, I want to be fucking right there.
Heck yeah. Dude,
like,
those blend wrestling duels?
Yeah. I was like, I want to be right there. You know what I mean? And then, you know, wrestling didn't work out for me. You know, I ended up leaving school. You know what I mean? But MMA and kickboxing and all that other stuff, that's where I found that at.
That's right. It's in the same arena. It's in the same arena.
I remember, like, my
first
fight, dude, I was, like, nervous. I was 16, 17. I was fighting a 27-year-old dude, bro.
And, like, all tatted up, probably.
Yeah, dude.
Tougher
and
than crap. Like, probably just got out of jail.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, bro. And then, like, but, dude, Sergio, bro, that dude, he got me a good foundation. And then he joined the Army in the National Guard, so he was gone for a little bit.
Okay. So
then I had another MMA coach, Coach Harding. I don't know if you know him.
Coach Harding?
Yeah, a lot of dudes in Berlin trained with him back in the day. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't talked to him in many years.
Yeah.
But he was my coach for that, you know, and he got me super prepped up, you know?
Nice.
And then, like, he was like, all right, you're fighting. He was like, you're going to fucking murder this motherfucker.
Heck yeah.
And I was like, all right. You know what I mean? I went out there, bro, and, like, I fucking TKO'd him in, like, second round, dude.
Heck yeah.
Kicked him right in his, like, rib or something. He was like, I'm done. Ref fucking. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's the best feeling, bro. When you win a fight.
Yeah. And, like, he hit me, like, once where I kind of stumbled, and I was like, I'm not letting him do that shit ever again.
Dude, when you win a fight, it's like that high that you get.
Yeah.
It's so incredible. I've never been in like an MMA fight, but I've been in like a ton of street fights,
yeah.
You know, the B, wrestling room. When you win a scrap, it's like a different kind of like feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, this guy almost knocked me out, but I got him first. I got the jump on him.
Yeah, I remember like my MMA fight after that a couple months. Right, I just turned 18. You know what I mean, so I was able to fight.
Yeah,
MMA.
like legally.
Yeah,
do all the.
So I was able to fight MMA, and like the dude I was fighting was older than me.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Fuck, all right." You know what I mean? And then this dude comes out. He was like, you know, the whole touch gloves, like at
when you first start.
Yeah, when you first start.
Yeah,
he put his hand up, so I put my hand up, and he shoots on me, bro.
What?
Like a little bitch ass move, bro. So we're on the ground wrestling for a little bit, and then like finally, like he wasn't getting anything. I wasn't getting out of it that great. And then the ref stands us up, and he stands us up, bro, and I kicked him as hard as I fucking could. And, like, I beat his ass, dude. And, like I kicked him multiple times, you know what I mean? Then he got me down one more time. He, like, tripped me or something. I don't remember. Yeah. And then, like, he was coming up, and I up-kicked him, like, right in the ribs. I kicked him again, fucking hit him a few more times, and then, like, that was the end of that match, or that round.
Yeah.
I'm, like, sitting on the bench, and, like they had me facing, like, I'm facing in, and then this dude just, like, bent over, bro, and I was like, he's done. If he gets back up, bro, I'm gonna finish this.
Yeah.
And then, like, he was like, oh, I'm done. He quit.
And then, dude, those body shots are like, people think like it's all about the headshots. You hit someone in the liver, you just shut down.
Yeah, dude.
Like, even if you have like full control, your body just,
I don't care who you
there's
are,
a
bro.
button.
I don't care who you are. If you get hit, it's gonna hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're like still aware too. It's like sucks. Like I've seen people and they're just like, and they can't help it. Their body just shuts down.
Yeah, you see in like UFC too. I forgot that fight, but dude, like, then he like uppercut him right there in the freaking liver, dude.
Yeah.
And he just like went step, just went down. And then
that happened with Ryan Garcia too, I think, when he
fought. Yeah, it did, bro.
Remember he took that shot and he just couldn't help it.
He was doing good on that fight too, man. But then
that one shot, dude.
Yeah, I love Ryan Garcia, dude. That dude,
me too.
That dude
I like it. He's crazy, but dude, it takes a certain type of crazy to be in that game and be good at it.
Oh, exactly.
You have to be kind of psychotic a little bit.
You have to be, bro.
You know, like some of the, you even look at like the best UFC fighters, they're like, there's a little bit of psychoticness in them.
You have to be, bro.
You know, like to break your nose, shatter your nose, and still be like gritting your teeth, licking your blood. Like there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
but
like
that's why
Max
we have
Holloway,
sports like
bro. That dude's a G.
Yo, shout out to Max, bro. I got the collectible.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I can't wait to watch him fight
dude,
tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, me too. That dude just loves to bang, bro.
So if you guys are watching this, I'm probably gonna drop it on Sunday. Max Holloway won, TKO.
Hell yeah.
And that's all I really care about.
Yeah.
All the other fighters, I just hope it's a good fight.
Robert Whitaker, I love Robert Whitaker.
I love Robert too, but he's fighting Hamzat.
Yeah, Hamzat, bro.
He's a psycho guy.
Them dudes are just on.
The Chechnyan warrior.
Dude, they're crazy.
Dude, he can't even fight in the U.S. because he's like affiliated with like a terrorist group or something.
I believe it, dude.
Like he can only fight like in the Middle East.
Yeah. them Chechnyan dudes, bro. Like part of them, like some of them, I'm not speaking for all of them, but like part of the Taliban, you know what I mean? Like, you'd see them out there because they're, it's a Muslim country, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then, like, they say, you see a Chechnyan fighter and you running out of ammo, save one for yourself, because they don't adhere to them Geneva Conventions, bro.
Oh, dude. Yeah, there's different breed, bro. And there's another person on the card with, like, one eye. He can only fight in the Middle East.
Oh, really?
He's like undefeated.
Oh, really?
He's like another Russian dude.
I'll have to look him up.
His eyes all crooked, bro. He looks like one of those wild dogs that like didn't get taken care of.
Old wrestling coach, remember?
Like, yeah.
I remember I first met him. He's like, "Oh, you want to wrestle?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, I was like, "Oh, okay." I say, I was like, at first, I was like, because when he first, I mean, I didn't really know who he was until then. Yeah. But I loved him, dude. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, dude. We had some pretty badass coaches.
Yeah,
we had some pretty good dudes in there.
Yeah,
just that whole environment was sick, bro.
I just wish I would have stayed in school. You know what I mean? And
but dude, the time that you were in it, even staying at those overnight wrestling camps, all it takes is for you to go to one wrestling camp, and some of that stuff will stick with you forever.
Dude, oh, it's still to this day, bro. I use
takedown defense.
You know what I mean? Especially like when you get someone's back and getting them flat.
Yeah, throwing the legs or something. Game over.
Like I love it, dude, and like passing by him. You know what I mean? Like. I still use that stuff to the day,
Yeah.
I still like surprise people. Like
that's sick.
Like I'm not that great of a grappler anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but I'm still decent.
Yeah.
But like when I do grapple and I'm grappling somebody, if I can get on top and then get their back real quick, they're like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Did you wrestle?" I was like, "Don't worry about it." And then dudes are like,
I did my time in the blend wrestling.
Yeah. They're like, "How'd you do that?" And I'll show them. They go, "Oh, that's so simple."
Yeah.
Because it is.
Dude, wrestling is all about like just the grind, like all that. Now it's like I feel like all the UFC champs are wrestlers.
You have to be, bro.
And it's just because they drowned you. They take you to the deep waters and they exert you. Like you said, the worst way to lose a fight is when they just drown you.
Yeah.
And you lose because you just have no more gas in the tank.
Exactly, dude.
And there's like something that like even you, like in the military, like you have a different gear.
Yeah, you have to have it, dude.
You know?
You have to. Like, that's why, like, Khabib was so good.
Yeah.
Because he would just make you, he'd just keep you on the ground. You're fighting to get out of it, and that's the worst. Trying to get out of something, that drowns you more. He's just chilling. Dude. He's holding you. He's chilling. You get tired, and next thing you know, you're rear naked choke.
Yeah. and your hands are down after the first round. You're like, God dang.
Yep.
And this dude just, you know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And he just does it anyway.
Yeah. Man, it's how it is, you know.
Yeah.
Like, just wrestling. I think wrestling is like one of the one sports you need to do if you're gonna be a good like MMA fighter or something like that.
Even you have to have your time spent in that room.
Yeah.
And because those skills, like you could be the best boxer ever, but you get taken down once.
Yeah.
It's game over.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't know how to get out and stuff. But that's cool that you took it to the next level doing MMA and stuff.
I mean, that was a short period of my life. You know, I mean, I wish I would have kept with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Taekwondo black belt?
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
So like, you know, I mean, I wish I would have kept with like MMA, but I ended up joining the Army, you know?
Yeah.
It's something I always wanted to do. And I would always keep training, you know? I was always finding dudes to train with. I trained with some dudes up in Italy. And, you know, shout out to him, bro. Aaliyah, bro. The dude.
Aaliyah?
Yeah. That dude always hits me up, you know, sees I'm doing great dude, bro.
Heck yeah.
Train up there, had some good wars up there, you know, with him.
That's sick.
You know, all his dudes. He has his own gym out there.
That's gangster.
That dude's a warrior, bro. Like, that dude's probably, like, the fittest Italian I ever know.
Damn.
Like,
that's cool to just know that you bump shoulders with those dudes and became brothers with those type of guys.
Yeah, I guarantee if I go up there to Italy right now, knock on his door, he'd welcome me in. His mom would probably feed me like she did. You know what I mean, dude? Great food, you know? Yeah.
Shout out to Aaliyah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Better share this video. Just kidding.
that dude's my homie, bro.
That's sick, bro. But it's been a good time, bro. I feel like we talked about a lot about a bunch of fun, cool stuff, man. You're doing great things. Had a crazy career, you know, just all the stories that I'm sure you have, bro. Even stuff that you know can't even say on the pod. Like all that life experience led to this.
Oh yeah,
and it's cool that we're actually getting to hang out now, man. Now that you're back home.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked to be on this podcast, bro. I've been watching you since you started, and then like you hit me up, bro. You're like, yo, what's up? And then I was like, oh, what's up, dude? And you're like, yo, want to shoot a pod? And I was like, fucking say when, bro. I was like, I got to hump, but once I get back, I'm down for whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm honored being here, dude, and I appreciate it, dude.
Heck yeah, bro. It's cool to get to give you a chance to tell your story, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It's cool to see, you know, people get a chance to see behind the scenes, you know,
of
who Dustin Jaramillo is.
Yeah, man.
So ripping lips, taking dips, RLTD Outdoors.
Yeah.
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Give this guy a follow.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Is there anything else you want to plug or anything? Shout out to Zen for
dude.
hooking us up on this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Zen some homies, you know.
Yeah, you know. I hope you guys come out with a 13 milligram soon, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully, bro. We can pray. I'm gonna go to church tonight.
Right on, bro. Episode 85.
All right, bro.
Let's go,
Hell
baby.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my soundboard's messed up. There we go.
Yeah.